Ethiopian Premier League. It is Mechel Sports Club against Hadiya Hossahina. We're live from the Hadiya International Stadium, and the pitches really held up rather nicely with all the traffic that it's experienced over the last couple of days. It's been interesting to see how these teams settle down. All the new signings that have made their way into the camp at Mechel Sports Club, very serious about their campaign this season. They are the second best side, or the second most successful side historically in the Betking Ethiopian Premier League, behind St. George. 11 league titles, 14 cup titles. They played in the African Cup of Champions League, and they played in the CAF Confederation Cup as well. The last time they won the domestic Premier League was in 1989. First time they won it was 40 years before that. So a very successful club indeed. Not as successful is the Hadiya Hossahina club. It was only formed in 2006. As you said, both of these sides winning away from home last season, both scoring 2 goals in their successes over each other. One could say a better success for Hadiya Hossahina, who scored a goal at home against Mechel Sports Club, who managed to score 2 in reply. But Mechel at home weren't able to score a goal against Hadiya. So last season, Mechel Sports Club winning this match. A little bit of cautious play here by Mintesinot. Will knock down on the side of the penalty area by Minyelu. There's a really good opportunity on the second ball. It's over the top by Fitsum. Great opportunity for the home side, and they're not able to take it. Well, a really good opportunity, unselfish from Minyelu, and belted over the top by Fitsum. No doubt they'll take a little bit of time to settle down in this encounter. Always difficult at the beginning of the campaign, and no more difficult when you've got 8 of your new signings in the starting lineup. But the players have had an opportunity, obviously, to train together. It's going to be interesting to see how they settle down. And the match conditions. So far, the early pressure coming from Mechel. This is Berakat. Certainly plenty of intent from Mechel Sports Club at the moment. A little over-enthusiastic, perhaps. Gets himself in good positions. Does Minyelu. Control by Keenan. Hadiya in the middle of the park. Haven't had much of an attack, but here's one who hasn't given up the hopes of picking that ball into the penalty area. Desperation in defense for Mechel Sports, and to their credit, have plenty of players behind the halfway line, and in fact inside that penalty area. Referee Nigusi spotting a problem inside of that Mechel Sports penalty area. It's one of the Hadiya players who's gone down with a knock. Just being shepherded away from the danger zone there by Mintesinot. Walaita Dicha in the off-season. Frieza into the middle. They play a nice passing game, do Hadiya. And they really do look quite threatening. And then they look for that pinging ball into the penalty area of Mechel Sports Club on the angle. It's really looking quite impressive from Hadiya Hossahina at the moment. Hear the desperation from the coach to get the ball away from the danger zone. Does he not oblige us by doing that? It'll push in the back of Berakat. Just at the moment, Mechel Sports Club, after a bright start of the opening 3 minutes, are finding themselves under a bit of pressure here from Hadiya. Fitsum keeping possession on the left-hand side. Nice little ball inside from Berakat. Wide from Bahailu. Not able to hold on to the ball for more than a pass or two, though, on the home side at the moment. Ahmed into the middle. Thomas. And Desinot. Wide again to David. And that's a nice little ball from Mechel Sports Club. Suddenly, with their foot on the ball, they look impressive. Kinian onto Tishome. Headed away by Thomas. Committing themselves to the challenge, Hadiya, very nicely at the moment. Ball spilled away by David. It's been an impressive spell of football from Mechel Sports in the last couple of moves, but they've given possession away now. A lovely turn out of trouble from Hadiya. Not able to thread the eye of the needle. Just half a chance for Kenyan. Lots of chatter from the side of the pitch again. The prospects are perhaps joining St. George at the top of the table on 3 points, but St. George with that +6 goal difference after that fabulous victory on the Saturday. That's going to be a free kick for Mechel Sports. And again, the threat being perpetrated by Minilu. Brought down by Biruk. So an early opportunity from a set piece. It'll just show what's been practiced in the training ground. That's not very impressive by Fitsum. Had an opportunity early on in the opening minutes. Missed that one too. Goalkeeper Pepe. This is going to be another one of those seasons where St. George are dominant. I say dominant because they only won the league over Fasil City by 4 points last season. But if you look back from there to the chasing pack, it was quite a distance. Another foul by the Hadiya defense. Another opportunity for the home side. Look at the difference between first and third position. Sidama Sugar were in third, but all of 17 points behind the league winners of the previous campaign. Could almost be seen as an obstruction on Berakat. Two centre-backs having a chat with match referee Nigusi, Thomas and Mintesinot. So once again, it's going to be Fitzum to have an opportunity. Wasn't that impressive on the previous one. Can he find the back of the net from this one? It would be most impressive to curl it around the three-man wall of Hadiya. Goes on the inside of the wall. Awkward bounce for Pepe. Probably just far enough in front of him to be able to catch it cleanly. It was the right idea, though, to get the ball to bounce. It was protection for the keeper as well by his defence. Freezer was the closest to Hadiya on that occasion. But both sides look intent to play attacking football in the opening couple of moments of this encounter. Round one, you're always settling down, maybe up to round number 5 before you really put your foot on the accelerator and show your intent. Unless you're St. George, of course, because St. George just goes straight at it, as they did with their opening victory by 7-1. Well, that's a challenge by Thomas. Might be in a little more trouble than just on his knees in front of the diminutive referee. He does have card in hand. It is yellow. First booking of the encounter from perhaps the shortest man on the park to one of the tallest. Yeah, man and ball at the same time. Thomas Simaretu in the book in just the 13th minute, 14th minutes make it. So pressure on the goal of Mechel Sports Club again. Variation to the theme this time as well. The drive across the area, nearly an own goal from the man who just picked up a yellow card. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper was in the right place at the right time. Tekla Mariam. It's going to be a free kick for Mechel Sports Club, but that was a very, very anxious moment indeed. Was there a call for offside? No, certainly not. There must have been a foul, yes, absolutely. Foul on the keeper, although it did look as if the attacking player had kicked the ball. Referee wasn't too much in the appreciation of that situation. What a moment that could have been for Hadiya. This time it's Biranu who goes down, and the same man with the challenge, Thomas. Thomas is testing the patience of the referee early on in this encounter. A little bit closer to the goal of Tekla Mariam this time. Referee wants the ball back a little further. Looks an awfully long way. So free kick time, directly for goal. The ball's done its job. Nicely kicked clear by Fitzum. Offside flag stays down. Nearly all the defence of Mechel Sports Club looking to the assistant referee on the near side. And that's a danger sign, because if they're not going to concentrate on the whistle and try to influence play from just glaring at the official, they're going to get caught out at the back. It's a little bit naive. Clearance made by Kinian. Now it's Belailu. Looks like a handball from the Mechel Sports player. Another free kick for Hadiya. Fitzum moving across to the right-hand side. He was over on the left inside channel a little while ago on support of Berakat. Both sides continue to play entertaining football. Headed away by Mintesinot. Forward by Kenyan. The ball doesn't reach Fitsum. It might do now with Kenyan. Once again, it's been closed down quite rapidly though, and this is good foraging from Hadiya. They've shown right from the start of the match that they're not prepared to give up possession too easily. And if they do, then they'll fight for it. Oh, that's just a little bit over the top. Fitsum having his legs clipped, and Girma will pick up a yellow card. First player in the Hadiya camp to see that, and well, no direction change on the ball, and the referee quite right in issuing the yellow card, and both yellow cards have been fairly orchestrated today. There's a lot to like about the Betking Ethiopian Premier League, the organization, the style of play, the officiating, behind the scenes organization as well, television coverage. Really showing today a league that needs to be taken seriously on the African continent. Header from Thomas, over the top. Well, he picked up a yellow card for foul play. He nearly scored an own goal, and now he gets on the end of a cross that on another day might have forced a save out of Pepe. Clearing header from Mintesinot. One of the three players in the starting lineup that have been retained by coach Tekelin. David, to the left-sided fullback, is another one of them. And so for that matter is Tashomi in the number 16 jersey. Otherwise, it's all new players for Mechel Sports Club who are approaching the 2022 season, 22-23 season, very seriously indeed. They'll hope to be contenders by the end of it, along with the teams from last season, Fasil City, Sidama Sugar and company, but they want to add their names to those teams that are going to challenge St. George. Hadiya will have a corner, the first of the match. Hadiya nowhere near the success rate that Mechel Sports Club have enjoyed in the Ethiopian leagues, whether it be the Premier League or the lower leagues. But they're showing today that they are a competitive side. Looking towards the edge of the penalty area, knocked away from the danger zone by Hailu. Oh, that's a bit ambitious. It's well wide anyway. It doesn't test anywhere near the capabilities of goalkeeper Hadiya. But these opportunist efforts sometimes do work. 20 minutes into the first half, no score in Bahia. As we said, 22 goals scored so far this weekend. It's an impressive scoring rate. Easy piece of defending to be done by Ahmed. Away by Tekle Mariam. Oh, that's a lovely little ball on the right-hand side. Unfortunately, the cross isn't as good as the initial passes. Minilu continues to be a threat for the home side. Nice first touch from Fitsum. And again, the cross from the flanks by Mechel Sports Club isn't of the same quality as the initial ball. Good solid play here by Hadiya. Numbers arriving in the penalty area. There's always that bit of width involved as well from Iyasu. And they'll have a corner here, I think. Well, the visitors. And even Berakat coming to play in amongst the defenders. Such was the threat from the visiting side. Keeper comes out, misses completely. Opportunity for Hadiya. That is a worrying moment for the home side's coach. Came out, parried at the ball, but I'm not sure whether he struck at the ball too early. But he didn't get any contact with it. Did Tekle Mariam? Danger averted by Mechal Sports Club, but only just. And Hadiya with the better quality of the threat at the moment. Chatter continues from on the pitch and off the pitch as well. Put away by Fitsum, who's back on the inside left channel. Fitsum again, getting himself into good position. A little bit sleepy on the ball, though. Berakat will win it back for Mechal Sports. Berakat. Oh, Berakat's turned his defender. Needs a good ball in the area. Not for the first time. The final delivery is really quite poor. Hadiya giving as much as they're getting at the moment from Mechal Sport, and here's another good opportunity, although foul play will bring it to a stop, and the referee allows the free kick to be taken quickly. Fitsum. This is Berakat. Man and ball at the same time as Freezer comes from his central defensive position to cover. Fitsum. Well, the major problem for the moment for Mechal Sports is the quality of the ball that's being played into the Hadiya penalty area. Berakat will have an opportunity to change that. Or should I say the lack of quality? That looks like a slightly better ball, or is it? Slight mistake in defense. Pick up from Teshome. Opportunity for Mechal Sports to get box entries. They haven't had too many of those in the last little while, and that's because in the final third they've been a little lacking. Not so for Hadiya. Good play here by Biranu, but nicely cut out as well by Thomas. Keeper sweeper, gets his head to it, only just in front of Minilu. Mechal Sports fans sensing an opportunity here for their side. 25 minutes having elapsed. Ball to Minilu. Was it a foul? The referee takes a little while to have a look at things, and then the offside flags up against the Defence Force team anyway. Well, that was the initial challenge. I thought the ball had changed direction anyway. And then Mechal Sports offside. He's proving quite influential, is Minilu. One goalkeeper to the other. Clearance from Biranu, throw in from David. Tessinot. David, a little bit more patience being shown by Mechal. Berakat leaves the ball behind. Easy stuff for Hadiya to defend, but they win it back nicely. Referee with a smile on his face, but a little bit of a thumbs up to the players on the touchline and the fourth official as well. They're all in contact with each other. That could have been quite painful. He'd slipped off the pitch and got onto the tartan track. It surrounds this wonderful Bahia University International Stadium. If you're just having a chat to a couple of players that are maybe protesting that last bit of action, including Girba, who picked up a yellow card earlier. I think the referee's given this one as a free kick, actually, not to throw in. Hadiya continue to play a free-flowing football. Kenyon's done nicely. Has the big fella in the midfield again. Touch inside from Berakat. Kenyon gets his third touch in the space of a couple of seconds. It's a shocking ball. Play on, says referee Nigusi. Well, suddenly the first touches have gone awry from both sides. I think it's a matter of the anxiety that's crept into the match just before the half-hour mark. Both sides are showing plenty of intent, and all of a sudden there's a measure of desperation. The first touches have gone out the window, and a couple of fouls that have been committed that the referee is going to have to be very vigilant about. It's a nice pass from Pitsum. Now there's a real opportunity. If it wasn't for the intervention from Pepe, and the ball maybe played too close to the keeper anyway. Berakat there to be watchful for any spillage from the goalkeeper. A little naughty there from David, but no damage done, and nobody waiting for the second ball either in the penalty area. Cleared away by Thomas. But stop-start at the moment. A push here, a foul there. Poor touch. And not much in the way of creativity right now. It is the first round of the season, though. It's bound to improve as we go along. There'll be obviously a break during the FIFA World Cup finals in Qatar in November, December. And the action will continue. What a spectacle that's likely to be. FIFA World Cup finals is always an event that's going to attract so much attention. And just last Saturday, the world celebrated 50 days to go before the start of the greatest show on earth, they call it. Berakat loses out to Birranu and then fouls him. That should be a yellow card, surely. It's not Berakat, it's Pitsum who's got himself in trouble. I think it's just going to be a little lecture and a finger point from the official. Yeah. Was it a challenge, really? Was it really a foul? Maybe the players just running into each other and getting their legs tangled up, but it is certainly going to be a free kick to Hadiya. Half an hour played in Bahia. No score yet. Have been a couple of draws over the weekend so far, just a couple. Diradawa against Sidama Sugar, who played 2-2. Well, later Dicha and Ethiopia Buna played goalless, so there has been one goalless draw over the weekend so far. And despite the two draws, one of which was a 2-2 draw, which provided 4 goals, of course, but there have been 22 goals that have been scored, and I can't complain about that. Berakat As we've seen so many times, man and ball at the same time, and Hadiya Hossahina are doing such a brilliant job in disrupting the attacking play in the final third from Mechel Sports. Ball won nicely back by Fitzum. Fitzum again, can't thread the eye of the needle. There's a nice little run in there from Minilu. Thomas has been turned. Good opportunity here for Hadiya. Is there support in the penalty area though? The defense is foraging from David. The referee says play on. Away by Benailu. Ahmed will clear for Mechel Sports. Pepe. Little flick on doesn't quite work. David will knock it inside to Thomas. Wide to Kenyan from Fitzum. He's a big unit though, is Kenyan. Holds the ball very nicely indeed. This is lovely play now. Suddenly there is a chance. Better cut again, trying to thread the eye of the needle in a crowded penalty area. He's got another chance here as the number 7. Flick across the area was an interesting one from Minilu as well. And suddenly it's Mechel Sport. We're starting to ask the questions, the more telling of the questions. Better cut again. Got himself in a good position on that occasion, Minilu. But still, no power, although he got the direction. And there was an option from the right-hand side as well, because David had gone on a run, the left-hand side. Now an opportunity down the other side for Hadiya. They got numbers forward. An opportunity. Oh, that's a lovely tickle from Behailu. And suddenly the counter-attack is on down the other side. Fitzum. Oh, that's about a yard too far in front of Behailu. Didn't like the intent though. Consolidation from Hadiya. Very nearly gave the ball away as well. Biranu was wide awake to the danger of that is happening. And that's again too close to Tekla Mariam. There's some nice ideas coming from both sides. You can clearly see it's early season. Just getting the measure of those angled passes towards the edge of the Mechel Sports penalty area. I think Hadiya Hossahina are going to cause a threat to a couple of teams in the Betking Ethiopian Premier League this season. Are causing a threat to Mechel Sport, but Mechel Sport themselves have this wonderful new contingent, 8 of whom are in the starting lineup today. It's a matter of getting that balance sorted out, holding on to possession, the runs being picked up by the right players. At the moment we're seeing a little bit of miscommunication, but I think it's getting better the longer the game time continues here in Bahir Dar. Nicely cut out once again by Belailu. The threat here will come from Fitzum. Nice turn from him. Lovely positioning as well from Inyilu, or was it? No, says the referee's assistant on the far side, Lialem Wasihun. Yeah, and he's quite right. The only 2 offsides of the match perpetrated by Mechel Sports. A couple of lovely touches in the midfield from Hadiya. Now suddenly the space wide on the right-hand side. That's been their go-to pass. There's space here for an opportunity. Thomas will clear. The danger's not over yet. Berakat makes a telling intrusion into the defence. Fitzum trying to turn his way out of trouble. Takes a knock at the same time. And coach Fasil Tekalin is happy. They close down the gap so quickly, do Hadiya. Are they going to be able to continue with that throughout the remainder of the match and into the second half? That's a foul from Minyilu. Henok is the left-sided fullback, the captain of the Hadiya Hossahina side as well. Just the third match between these two sides in recent time. Both winning away from home, as I said, in the previous campaign, where they both ended in mid-table. 9th and 10th positions, bottom half of the table. And that's where these two teams are likely to be if they play a draw here today. A little buzz around the stadium, waiting for the opening goal of the match to come. That short passing game is really working nicely for Hadiya. Thomas will make the header. Oh, it's a lovely turn in defence from Hadiya. There's space for an opportunity, except for the presence of Min Desinot. The danger's not over yet. It's a good header by Thomas. In fact, it's not. It's Min Desinot. Stood his ground, uncompromising, is the captain of Mechel Sports Club. Hadiya Hossahina have led all the corners so far in this encounter, 3 of them in total. Flat towards the edge of the penalty. If that had been played slightly in front of the attacking player, there might have been an option on for Hadiya Hossahina. Hadiya giving as much as they're getting at the moment from Mechel Sports Club. It's been an entertaining match of cut and thrust so far. Either side has been disappointing. It's another good ball towards the edge of the penalty area. Now there's a really good chance for a shot. Ooh, it's poorly taken. Maybe a little look up before the ball was struck. The opportunity was there. Pick your spot, concentrate on the shot. It's not the quality that is anticipated. Tsege has got a bit of an injury knock here. With 5 minutes remaining until we get to first half stoppage time. Desinant in discussion with the referee, Mr. Lemi Nigusi. Maybe a bit of toilet paper, tissue paper. Nice to see the fans that have come in to the Bayadar Stadium on the sunny Monday afternoon for football. Ball headed away from in front of Minyilu. And Hadiya have been very careful with the amount of possession that they're giving to Mechel Sports. And that there has been possession, as there is now. And the shot across the face of goal by Fitzum is perhaps his best moment. Once again, better cut on the far post, looking to pick up the pieces. Not a bad effort at all. Ball headed away by Ahmed. Good couple of passes here by Hadiya on the edge of the penalty area, but once again it's by Hailu who's to the fore. I think he's been fouled by Iyasu. Yeah, clearly had his legs slip underneath of him from the Hadiya attacker. So free kick to Mechel Sports. Fabulous the amount of football that is brought to you by your World of Champions Super Sport, and the Betking Ethiopian Premier League is no exception. Hadiya have worked hard during the first half, and they'll work even harder now to try and preserve this goalless situation, or maybe even improve on it if they can, but certainly preserve it until the break. It's been a good first half for Hadiya. Mechel Sports have had the opportunities, and as I said, I suppose on the balance of play, Hadiya seem to just be the better side. Mechel Sports' disappointment for me has been the quality of the balls into the penalty area, the box entries, which maybe will be addressed at half-time. Looked as if there was a handball in the middle of all of that, and a free kick to Mechel Sports Club. Well, the referee is going to take exception to the Hadiya player being too close. These were the instructions. Mr. Fikresus. The referee will have the drop ball again. This time the observation has been perfect. No way through for Ghanaian. It's a good challenge again at left-sided fullback by Henok. 40 seconds away from first half stoppage time in Bahia Dar. Oh, there's a space in front of goal now. They still can't thread the eye of the needle. Mechel Sport. Pepe with a very good save before half-time. There's a bit of a drive behind the ball, but not enough to sneak inside that left-hand upright. And Pepe looks quite comfortable on the ball. One minute of time added on by referee Nigusi to the first half, which has been entertaining. Only the lack of goals maybe preventing it from being a classic. Both sides showing plenty of intent. Ball away by Berakat. Now there is an opportunity. It's 4 against 4. That's a terrible ball once again between Berakat and Fitsum. It's a little slider down the line maybe. Easy for Frieza. Referee playing an advantage here to Hadiya. Just seconds away from the end of the first half. And almost a desperate clearance from Thomas on that occasion. There'll be one final forage from Hadiya that'll be permitted before half-time. Berakat will tidy that one up, and the referee will send us into the break. So entertaining by touch of the imagination. Both sides have had opportunity. Both sides have shown creativity. I think Hadiya have shown more purpose when they are defending, and they've had more quality with their box entries. The disappointment for Mechel Sport has been the lack of real penetration into the box entries, but that credit must be given to Hadiya as far as their defensive structure is concerned. All in all, it's a pretty even match, and the scoreline will show that as we get to the break here in Bahia Dar. Half-time then, it is Mechel Sports Club and Hadiya Hossahina who go into the break level at 0-0. No goals in the opening half of this match 8 of round 1 of the Betking Ethiopian Premier League between Mechel Sports Club and Hadiya Hossahina. Didn't mean to say that there wasn't any constructive action or any opportunity. There certainly was during the course of the opening 45 minutes. A lovely day in Bahia for the game of football. Already one match played earlier today. Basil City winning by 2-1 over Adama City. But in this one, the action started early. There was a really good opportunity that was created for the number 14, Minyilu. Wasn't able to take it, and neither for that matter was Fitzum as he goes over the top with that really good chance. Foraging away for all that he's worth, and there's the little dummy. The left-footed shot, though, dinked over the crossbar. They weren't the only side to create opportunities, and with plenty of plays in the penalty area, there was a chance for Hadiya, but it came from a rather mistimed clearance from Thomas and well positioned by Tekla Mariam to prevent any real threat. Have a look at this attempted clearance, and just the boot into the tummy of Tekla Mariam gave Mechel Sports Club a free kick anyway. Girma picked up a yellow card for that challenge. Play continued, and there was a cross-come shot from the far side, and any spillage would have allowed Berakat to tap the ball into the empty net, but good goalkeeping from Pepe. Mechel Sports continue to try and dominate the midfield and have lone runs up the left and the right-hand side. It was good play from Fitzum, from Berakat. Didn't see much of Tashomi off the left-hand side. There were opportunities for Hadiya as well. That chance was rather scuffed, and the shot going past the upright of Telemarian's goal. It's a good opportunity, though, if the shot had been struck better. Nothing on target from Biruk, the defensive midfielder. The chance just before half-time again from Fitzum. Another good chance. I thought that was Tashomi who got his foot behind the ball. They were looking for a corner as well, and Berakat again in the right place at the right time. He seems to be doing the right things. Off the left-hand side, there's the number 7, Berakat. And there was another good save from Pepe. Ball lost in defence by Hadiya. They nearly paid the price for it as well. Goalkeeper making it look much easier than what it was eventually. Well, Mechel dominating the goal attempts. They've had 3 on target, absolutely nothing on target from Hadiya in the entire 45 minutes, although they did have many box entries. There's been a yellow card apiece and 18 fouls over the course of the first half. Possession in favour of Mechel Sports, but no goals to talk about in the first half of this one. So we wait for the substitutions to take place from both Mechel Sports and Hadiya Sports Club. But at half-time, it's 0-0 in Bahia.
ቢያንስ የተወሰነ ስሜት አለው ስቴዲየም ውስጥ ያለው ጨዋታ
አሁንም ጥያቄ የለውም። ብዙዎቹ ደግሞ የመከላከያ የመቻል ደጋፊ እንደሆኑ ያየን የመቻል የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ላይ ብዙ ድምጽ እያወጡ ስንሰማቸው ነበርና መቻል ብዙ ደጋፊዎችን ያገኘ ይመስላል። በስም ለውጡ ምክንያት ወይንስ ሌላ የሚለው
የባለፈው አመት ተጓዥ የመቻል ደጋፊዎች